Hello and welcome to Nigeria Decides 2023. My name is Dablola Okunshakin. Joining me today to discuss is the candidate of the Young Progressive Party (YPP) for the Bayelsa West Central District in the 2023 election, Tombra Jennifer Muhammed. Hello, Tombra. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, a few days to the election, we spoke to you, and there were high hopes. You were so sure of clinching the seats.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes. All I can say is I don't think INEC was prepared for the election. Either they were colluding, with the major parties, but they were absolutely not prepared for the election. For example, we pick up pulling unit agent cards, and only to discover that all the 26 ward agents did not even have their cards were not available. And when I tried questioning INEC, they said, "Oh, we should go and do it ourselves." And I wanted a legal authorization, a form of a letter authorizing me to go and print those things out elsewhere. And the lady said that she couldn't communicate with INEC in Abuja, that these polling unit agents were produced from Abuja, the headquarters, and she's been trying her best and she was not able to get through to him. That's one. The second was that I was to pick up those polling unit agent cards myself, but INEC for some reason allowed the state chairman of each party to pick them up. Unfortunately, I had a very fraudulent state chairman who had already sold out to the PDP candidate by his own confession to me. So I wanted to pick it up myself so I can distribute it. They say he had to pick it and it was not available. So I had to go for my final campaign in Sabama headquarters there. And so the next day when they picked it up, we couldn't get access to it. I tried everything possible to get the polling unit agent cards, and then when I couldn't, I sent somebody there. And for some reason, like I said, this was a setup, a total setup with INEC, all the security officials. Is the worst election a country can ever have. Even I'm not in a shock, because what I can say is it was totally planned. They started with this new Naira thing, making some of us not even have money to move from one place to the other, right? Only to discover that they had money, or they could promise money. I can assure you that no election took place in Bayelsa West, because 99.9% of all the votes were either paid for or coerced. Like I was telling my people, I said, look, when you collect the money, because can you imagine going to an election pulling your units, and then there are notebooks where you have to write your name, that you want to vote for a particular party, and then the INEC official is basically looking at them, and then I'm assisting them to vote, and the police were just lackadaisical. If it was just one polling unit, I could okay, maybe it's allowed. I'm saying that all the units you have in Bayelsa Central West, there was absolutely no election. And if we're a serious country, for example, my opponent was a one-time governor for 8 years, he's a current service leader. He could not campaign. He was not allowed into most of the villages to go and campaign, because nobody wanted him. It was with that confidence I was talking. Because I'm sure you must have seen all the organic crowd that was coming for us. From the elderly, very elderly, to the younger, even children who are not supposed to be in campaign grounds were there for us. And then suddenly on election day, all our 26 wards, we had no polling units, no ward agents. We didn't have polling unit agents. They are scattered. The agents, the ones I have two local governments in my Sojura district. The ones that were for Sabama were for Ikrimo. The ones for Ikrimo was for Sabama. The confusion started right on the eve of election. And if you know the what it takes to go to some of these interiors in Bayelsa. We were transporting people 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., only for them to arrive at their stations with the wrong pulling tax. Pulling the tax. And it was all orchestrated that they made sure that we didn't have time to even cross-check, because even the ones we were cross-checking, we could reasonably see that something was wrong. And so, it's a shame, it's a shame that after 4 years of preparation, even me, as an individual, assuming that I was not contesting, I could have organized and prepared for that election. Imagine I'm going to my polling unit to go and vote. There's also 3 boxes: presidential, rep, and senatorial. The boxes INEC were using are the first. I mean, imagine the boxes they used when democracy started. Those are the boxes they had. And so in my own senatorial boxes, there was no tag to indicate that this was a senatorial when after voting put in this box. So now imagine dealing with illiterates who cannot even read and write. That's what we have in the village, which is totally a deliberate action. In that Bayelsa West, God forgive this man. The level of illiteracy, I can assure you, is close to 90%. I'm not joking. It is that bad. And so the polling unit agents were required at least to, be able to assist these people that we're talking about. And then we have none. They literally paid my own polling unit. I won't blame them on that part, because they've ensured that the poverty level was so high that has been so high, then the lack of who could not buy. Imagine the village where there are no banks, who can buy food, nothing. Then suddenly on election day, they have 200, 300 available to them. Some of them took it thinking that, okay, we'll take it to go and vote. Of course not. As we were giving the act, not that I was told, I was so paralyzed that I could not even video. And I'm getting calls from 21 words and 26 words of my exact same thing, repeating itself in each of those words. It's a shame, right? When you have a serving governor now colluding with his predecessor, who is supposedly put him there, threatening. I mean, they have this system just like what is happening in River State. They go and make all these special advisors, illiterates and special advisors. They have about 70,000 of special advisors that they're just paying. They just pay them salary for the purpose of these elections. And so you have them, eve of election, they've been instructed and told, you must deliver this for us. I don't know how you're going to do it, otherwise you're losing your job. So like I had said earlier, Bayelsa West, or do not Bayelsa, the jobless, 19% of Bayelsans are jobless. You only have like 10% working. And the 10% are these special advisors who absolutely do not go to work. So their job is for political purpose.
All right, Tombra, will you say that CBN's reasons for changing for changing the Naira notes has actually failed? Because if you're saying that they add notes,
let me tell you, it was part of the rigging system. They have a ruling government, and then look at how we all fooled as Nigerians. You have these governors coming out of the blues, APC governors saying that they are trying to be attacked them, they are against them. That was not the case. The truth is that my party, the YPP, Labour Party, were the emerging parties. And so the ruling party and the other dominant, the other party, which is PDP, they were this together. It was just the new parties who were trying to make a headway that didn't have the tentacles like they had, that were deceived. Monies, these elections were rigged by vote buying and vote promising, money promising. Let me tell you one thing. The money they even promised people were not given to them until 2 days ago. 1,000. They just started releasing the money because they too, for some reason, they don't have the cash anyway. But because they're in power, they were believing. So that CBN thing of money change, it was all part of the plan to make sure that those of us who don't have access to the stolen money, our little funds, we could not even get access to it. We couldn't use them. So I ran an election according to the law, from A to Z, from A to Z, and I'm very, very proud of myself. I can assure you, if it were before, if they had won, they would have been rejoicing. My opponents would have been all over the whole place. But they know what they did. They literally stole the people's mandates. And not because the people who have the will to fight. They wanted to be a hunger in the village. All through my state, they were cooking on the election that was still cooking up to feed people. Stab me down, they put stomach, literally to the back, stab me. What do you expect them to do? It's intentional. Everything was intentional, was deliberate, and that's why we have what we have. There was also, in fact, the only vote you have in Bayelsa West were the barely 2,000 votes that I got. Because those ones literally stood and said they were not going to vote any other party but YPP. Any other vote, including the APC vote, it was a sham, a total sham, and Nigerians, the electoral umpires should be ashamed of themselves. And look at the shocking thing. Who are the ad hoc staffs? Young youth corpers. So, why could I not react when I'm looking at these young people who are the reasons why some of us are coming into this electoral process, are already reached into the system? So they don't even know what they were doing. I cannot understand how, with so much money government gives to INEC, what does it take to train your staff to the level that they are professional?
So are you saying these young corpers were, in a way compromised?
They were okay. I was in my house where I was residing in the village, and about 6 or 7 young people just busted into my house, and they were supposed to be INEC ad hoc staff. I'm like, how is this possible? Oh, that they didn't have anywhere to sleep, and they told them that I was a candidate, so they came to my. They came from together. I said, is this a plot or what? Why would you, who has conducted the election, be coming to my house? Oh, what is what? Where to play this all the time, where to stay? So I said, this is not possible. So I had to direct them to sleep in the next building of my late sister. Because I could not understand how that was even possible. Can you carry young people to a village they are not from, and you didn't make provision for them to stay? Either they wanted to trap me, or they were sent to entice me, or whatever the case may be. And guess what? These same young youths who I managed to give a place, I had to go and peep through the window to be sure that they were sleeping there. After the election, I saw them, I was asking, so how you guys get tonight? But they didn't come back there to sleep in the same building that I gave to them. So honestly, I am speechless. I am so speechless that how is this even possible? How is it possible that a government who has served for this length of time, 8 years, to conduct simple election? Yes, they can be rigging here and there, I understand. But I'm saying that orchestrated from the INEC top, that some of us wasted almost 3 million trying to gather polling unit agents in that my very difficult terrain. Only for all those agents to be nowhere to be found, they couldn't get their polling unit tax, and then because it has already been pre-planned, those who were even the agents who went to go in. Once you are from a different party, it's not NPC or PDP, they will refuse you. Even when you are saying that I'm a police agent, I can't find my tax, they will refuse you. And then, once they see this PDP or NPC, my sister, it's not something somebody can capture.
So
that was God will forgive what they've done because they've destroyed the hope of people who were really hoping. I didn't see any people make election as if it's one difficult. It's not a difficult thing.
But
You
Tombra,
say you want to serve.
during your campaign, you said that women don't need money in politics. Will you say the same thing now?
Any kind of logistical movements. Because what's the meaning of politics? Yeah, happening, right? So if you want to serve, you want to serve somebody that doesn't want you. The guy, the last time I spoke with you when the campaign rally, PDP, as big as they are, came to that same rally that got the town. The town, a Kremon local government group, drove them out of that town. Now ask yourself, how is it possible for them to have all the votes in that same Kremon that drove them out? And that's from village after village. They were bringing dollars to the village, and then people will not take the dollar and say they'll give you naira. Look, if it was just clusters, guys, okay, this are just. I'm saying that was the plan. That was why they didn't go campaigning. Dixie did not campaign. Fred did not campaign. They could barely go to any village. Yet we have them now as our representatives. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know. I know that I won the election. And so I didn't leave thinking that I lost. No. Even as I speak with you, I know that I won that election. So it's left for them. Let them live with their conscience. Some people say, what am I going to go do in court? Do you actually trust the court system? Can we actually say that we trust the court system in this country? I don't. I'm sorry.
All right. How has the party impacted, the election? Because, of course, YPP is just a party that is coming up compared to the APC and PDP. So, do you think, in a way, it affected your win?
Well, I think great. You can actually say that because the mentality. That was why I spent so much time going from village to village. Right? These people I don't use the word brainwash. They've been put in a set of mindset, a mindset that just goes like that. You don't have money, you're not educated, you are hopeless. The situations were so hopeless. And that was why when I started my campaign, you could see the joy in people's face. People have actually resigned their faith year in, year out. So my coming was like the excitement was palpable. Even me, I was like, how? It's unbelievable. It was magical. And so I didn't think that I needed some other thing to be done underneath here and there. Of course, we know that we play one policy here and there. But to say that the governor of a state, I would not use the word allegedly, literally unleashed all these essays, whatever he calls them, that cannot. I don't know where they came from. To go and intimidate the same people they are supposed to be serving. And then directing them on how to distribute money. If this is a serious country, I don't need to go to court. The banks, the court system, legal system, they should go and trace how this money is worth. For me to even make transfer to my ward chairman, that they could quickly go back to their locations that night. I didn't sleep until 4 a.m. Trying to transfer money that they can use to hire both vehicles because this tax came very late. So we're transferring 30,000, but depending on the area they were going. We could not move it up. How is it possible that suddenly, and they told the whether it was rumor or not, that you can't make transfers, So we could that was in our plan to say we needed to give money to anybody. Everybody was just excited going to vote. Only to realize that we didn't have fully tax. We're waiting up to 6, 7. Some of these places take 3, 4 hours. Like the place that close the sea to get there in the night. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. was when we were arriving at their fully at their works. How were they supposed to organize? Only to reach there and see Sagama, we have what 1 to 14, a Krema what 1 to 14. You are seeing that you have Sagama cards instead of a Krema. And then you are going to you're putting in it and attend that this is not this is not from this or this place. You cannot attend it. All across, it cannot be mistake. We have a very long way to go. That's all I can see. This was not an election, and no Nigerian should say we had an election. That was not even the villagers we tell you that it's so sad. It's so sad that
from the way the election has played out, what's your opinion of the democracy we practice in Nigeria?
No, there's no democracy. There's no democracy. There's absolutely no democracy in this country. Absolutely. I think they systematically chose to kill democracy. I think the last time we had anything that looks like democracy was the Jonathan era. As far as I'm concerned, these APC people, for some reason have destroyed the little hope that we have as Nigerians. My kids live abroad. They came in even to my village. And you can see that they were hopeful when they saw, you can imagine them seeing what was happening, the campaigns, telling their friends, how this were going, they had so much hope. So much hope. And all that, they all left back feeling dejected. My own kids left feeling hopeless. And when I was going to cry, one of my sons was going, but not because of, I didn't feel like I lost an election, because I wanted to give them hope. And not my kids. I know all their friends. I know what they've all been saying. They were hopeful. Nigerians who are living in the diaspora, youths that we spend millions going abroad, your class outside Nigeria, they want to come back home. So they were looking at this election like a breakthrough. Most of them, my kids, their friends, me. The ones who were doing obedient, the ones who were kind of most of supporting me, they were so hopeful. They left dejected. And if they failed, honestly, if my father was in any kind of position of authority, I don't know what I'm going to say to him.
All right, let me take you back a little. You said that you can't trust the judicial system of Nigeria. Why do you say so?
No. There's no. See, can you not see how they are already got? The judicial system is really compromised. There is no judicial system in Nigeria. Look, the breakdown of law and order. It's not just the political elite. So the whole of Nigeria, I'm talking about this corruption is in the bloodstream of Nigerians. I don't know what will rescue us, because if God does not do something drastic, there is no country. You look at even as simple. You can imagine you want your 100,000 naira in the POS and you're paying 120. Some of us that didn't have money, we were literally paying 120 just to get naira to survive. It's that bad. So they killed the little hope. I don't know what God is planning, but I just pray that you have mercy on us, such that the hopelessness the youth are feeling, let's not turn to what we cannot contain.
All right. What do you think can be better now in the next election? I mean, from your experience, that
you can nothing if what we have that we are all saying, if it is not corrected, I cannot see the future, what it's going to look like. I mean, I'm a friend of mine that I've known for years, sending me a message that that the Igbos want to take over Lagos, and so they should fight for it. This is a lady that is in power. I remember that when she started her political career, some of us literally voted for her. And this is an exposed lady whose children are families all over the world for such a person who is that educated to send me that kind of a message. Maybe she sent it generally to everybody that was in our WhatsApp group, but I replied her. How should I be fair, of course? If educated people who should know better are putting a narrative as such, because I'm not aware that any candidate in Lagos State who attend election that is not a Lagosian. I'm not aware of that. Now, if we are going to a level of tribalism to that level, what do we have? What exactly do we have as a nation? Right? Then go to my local state in Bayelsa where people cannot even have anything doing. A senator that nobody wanted, somebody who was there for 8 years, nobody wanted that man. I look, if you want to do investigative journalism, go there and ask any Bayelsa, especially Bayelsa, but any Bayelsa, not from Bayelsa Western, did you want Dixon or Agbedi to come back as a rep? I can bet my life that not one person will say yes. So how can it translate to being voted for? How can? Go back to the village and ask anybody, did you vote, or is it that you didn't want Dixon to be your rep? You have, because what is political process, there are things that you check before you finally get to the day of election. We don't check those things. Okay, fine, the guy doesn't do campaign, he's known all over the whole place, but then the next step is, was it somebody that we were rooting for? Did anybody want in that Bayelsa West wanted Dixon as their senator? No! The answer is no. As a matter of fact, the story that is going on, which is the common thing is, oh, they bought me over, he paid me. Up to that, the story is still going on. That he paid me, I stepped down. Propaganda that ought not to be. I have gone to the point over and over again, but that's the story they are carrying. So obviously, he bought tickets for me, 9 people. They came 2 days to election to say that they have stepped down for him. I did step down. So that narrative is there.
All right, our time is fast spent, but I just want to ask you this: what's your next step now? Now that the election is over,
It's a lot. It is not, the election may be over, but the mission that God has given to me is not over. I didn't go, I wasn't there contested as an ambitious politician. It was just a mission. I wanted to serve, and so we're looking at our options. I still don't believe that they are going to be there for that whatever years they have planned. Something, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think a lot of things are not right. That's one. We are looking at other options, that I don't want to disclose now. But let's see what, because I'm not giving up. I cannot give up. I cannot raise the hope of millions of Bayelsa West and just go and sleep. Because they are not even letting me sleep. They are not even letting me sleep. They were expect. Do you know some of them actually thought we won? Because they don't even know what they were pressing. They were like, when are we going to dance party? Sending me message, it's calling me. So we can't give up. I don't know what God will get straight. But I know that they will eventually, the governor's election is coming now.
yeah, it is.
Bayelsa one is not this Saturday. It's in November. So we are here. If they gather as governors to steal an election, then it means that I'm supposed to be a governorship candidate. As a matter of fact, I never even felt like, at the time I was asking myself, I'm contesting for Senate, and the demands or the things that the people want to do, it's not a senator's job. It's a governor's job. So let's see. Let us see.
All right. Good luck with your plans, Tombra.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Yes, thank you. And Tombra Jennifer Muhammed, she was the candidate of the Young Progressive Party (YPP) for the Bayelsa West Senatorial District in the 2023 election. Thank you for joining us. And this is what we have to draw the curtain. My name is Damlola Ogunshaki. Do well to like and follow us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Our WhatsApp number is also displayed on your screen.